Good morning, complete men. Today's topic is about incomplete men, the type of guy that you don't want to be, and why this is important. Here's essentially what ends up happening. We've seen this over and over and over again with men. We deal with men who are challenged with this incompleteness on a daily basis. And here's what we know through our research. And if you don't know, we are very focused on research. We're actually partly a research organization because a lot of the work that we do, we want to make sure that we have the right information behind it. We want to make sure that we're giving proper insight and advice to our clients. So we want to make sure that the information we have and we deliver is as accurate as it can be. And from our research, here's what we know. Is that men who feel like they are incomplete end up being weaker. And when they become weaker, they struggle. So here is what ends up happening. If you feel incomplete, you become weak. And when you become weak, you struggle. And not just struggling for a particular period of time, it's an extended period of time. We all go through struggles as men, whether that's relationship, business, whatever it may be, health, whatever it may be in your life, that is okay. But when it becomes an extended struggle, that is the bigger challenge. And when you look back, a lot of that is because there's a level of weakness there. And then if you get to the root cause of that, it's because there's a level of incompleteness. Now, there's a number of reasons why you could be incomplete. And one of the biggest ones, I believe, from the work that we do and our experience in our research, is because you haven't gotten to that level of skill yet to feel like you are complete. And one of the core concepts of being complete, or the complete man, is to continuously learn and be an avid learner, what we actually call a legendary skill advancer. And the reason why we call it legendary is you are constantly and consistently learning, and not just learning about your technical trade, you're learning about yourself. That is the difference. So what I see in men who are complete versus men who are incomplete, again, there's a number of various reasons, but one of them is because the complete man is continuously learning about himself, and the incomplete man is not learning as much about himself, is more focused on the outer world. And when you are more focused on your outer world, you become weaker. That's what ends up happening. Now, there's some really interesting studies done. I'm actually going to do some more episodes on this particular topic. There's been some external research and internal research within our organization, and here's what we found, is that when a man has an average, let's just say, level of satisfaction in each area of his life. So that could be business, income, relationship, health, as a father, whatever. And you can include whatever you want in yours. It could be your hobbies, whatever you want. But those are the main categories. For example, self-fulfillment is another one, and personal growth, which falls within self-fulfillment. But in those categories, a man that is at the average satisfaction level will actually be happier and more complete than a man who is kicking butt, and let's just say business, but his relationship is falling short, or he's estranged from his children. So basically, when one aspect of his life is doing phenomenally well, one or two, but the other areas are not, he becomes incomplete and weaker. He becomes imbalanced. And why is this? There's a number of reasons why, but essentially, this is what it comes down to, is because when you have a challenge in your life, something that's not going well, you feel it unconsciously, and that is actually a detractor from all the positive things that are happening in the areas that you're doing phenomenally well. And this is similar to the net, you can say NPS score, for example, net promoter score, which is done for customer satisfaction, which you take, to simplify it, it's the positive feedback, and then you take away the negative feedback, and that gives you the net promoter score. So essentially, all the negative stuff is taking away from all the positive stuff. That's what happens to us in life. When we are feeling incomplete, it's because there's some area of our life or inside of us that is not doing well. You haven't hit that satisfactory level in that particular area. And then what ends up happening is it detracts from everything else that's going well. So your mind shot for today is to write down the main areas of your life. Now, I can tell you what those main areas are based on our research, but I want you to think about it for yourself. The main areas of your life and for yourself, and find out which one of those areas you are not doing well in. Which one of those areas is causing you to feel incomplete? Because that incompleteness, again, creates weakness, and weakness creates extended or constant or consistent struggle. So that's your mind shot. Find that area and then focus on that area. Do something different. That's what it's going to come down to. Wish you the best. Take care.